Hey everyone, so I thought I would start by giving you my goals for my races this year. I'll go ahead and just list off the races I know I'll be running in the order that I'll be running them to start. First off, we have the Spartan races in May at Fort Carson. That will be a super that I'll be running on Saturday and a sprint that I'll be running on Sunday. Next up, we have the Tough Mudder in July, and that'll be at Copper Mountain, Colorado. After that, there might be a little bit of a period of no races until October, where I'll be traveling to the OCR World Championships at Blue Mountain in Ontario, Canada. And then, of course, the year will culminate in Las Vegas at the world's toughest mudder. I know that ultimately that's not that many races this year, but with trying to schedule time off of work along with my location of being so far away from a big majority of the races, I had to pick and choose what I could run. And if I couldn't run as many races as I wanted, I decided I was just going to run harder races. And that's where, of course, the OCR World Championships and World's Toughest Mudder come in. The OCR World Championships is the other big race I'm going to be running this year. Though it won't be nearly as difficult as World's Toughest Mudder, it will be more difficult than any of the other races I've ran previously or will be running this year. First off, there's a qualification process just to even be able to run in the race. They have a pro, a age group, and a journeyman wave, and each one has its own qualification process or qualification requirements. I assumed that I would have to be running in the journeyman wave, which you can think of that as an open wave for most of the other races. It's less competitive than the other waves are. And to do that, all I would have to do is run at least 4 OCR races this year before October. Then I got to looking at the age group qualifications. Now, to qualify for the age group wave using Spartan races, which is the majority of what I have in my area, I have to come in the top 20, or I have to finish in the top 20 of my age group at a race if I run in the competitive heat, which is, of course, the heat I like to run in. And I had thought that I was not fast enough to do that, but I got to reviewing my times last year, and it turns out that in one of the races in Fort Carson, I would have just barely been able to qualify for the OCR World Championships for the age group wave. So that has become a goal for the year, is to see if I can't make it into the age group wave. If not, what I'll end up having to do is sign up for one of the Spartan races that they hold in Breckenridge in August, and I'll have to run that as my 4th OCR race this year, and that'll qualify, and then I'll just have to be happy running the journeyman waves. All in all, it should be just a really good time. Anyway, I've heard that is one of the best OCR races that you can travel to, which is one of the big reasons why I'm so excited to travel to it and why I am actually taking the time out and traveling so far to go do it. And that leads us into the world's toughest mudder, the goals for that. They give out bibs for certain mileage milestones that you might reach while you're running the race. So when you start off the race, when you hit 25 miles, they give you your 25-mile bib, which is a particular color. I can't remember what color it is. Then when you hit 50 miles, you get a brown bib. At 75 miles, you get another color that I don't remember. 100 miles, again, another color I don't remember. And then 150 miles, I believe that one is 125 miles, sorry. 125 miles, and I believe that's a black bib, if I'm not mistaken. Nobody's ever received that one, of course, because we're not sure if that's even possible, but who knows. Anyways, for my goal is to hit at least the 50-mile bib. And I want to run as many miles as possible, with 50 miles being my main goal. And the next goal would be to hit the 75 miles, and I just don't know if that's possible for me. But if I were to push past the 50, I'd really want to try to reach the 75. So I'm going to get as close to 75 as I can. don't hold my breath as far as thinking I'll ever get that far. But with 50, I think that is a very doable goal, and that's my goal for the World's Toughest Mudder. Again, if any of you guys are running the World's Toughest Mudder or OCR World Championships, speaking of which, if anybody is running that, I probably will be traveling and running alone. So reach out to me. You know, I'd love to meet some people going up there. I'd love to talk about it along with the World's Toughest Mudder, get ideas on, you know, strategy for running a 24-hour race. And yeah, if I hear from you, great. If not, well, we'll catch you in the next video, and we'll see you later.